consisting of Dr. Noha Nejm, Dr. Asim Al-Haj, myself, Professor Zahir Kyle, and our doctorate student is Zaid Al-Sawalma. Zaid, you have 3 minutes to introduce yourself and 15 minutes for your presentation. So make it 15 sharp, please. And then your main examiner is Dr. Asim Al-Haj. And then it will be my turn and Dr. Noha's turn to cross-examine you. I wish you all the luck. You have 18 minutes starting from now. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. I am Zaid Al-Sawalma. I live in Ajloon, in Orjan, exactly where I finished my school, preparatory and secondary school. Then in 1994, I got my BA in English literature. Then in 2003, I got my higher diploma, which was a scholarship from the Ministry of Education. In 2009, I got my MA in English Instruction and Curriculum, or English Curriculum and Instruction. I taught for about 19 years as a school teacher. I taught as a college instructor for 5 years. I worked in different Arab countries besides Jordan, in Saudi Arabia and in the Emirates. I have been an EFL supervisor, educational EFL supervisor since 2018. Before I start my presentation, I'd like to thank my professors, Professor Zahir Kyle and Dr. Asim, for the efforts they exerted along my dissertation. Also, gratitude is extended to Dr. Noha Nejm for being one of the committee here today. The thesis of my presentation is the role of the supervisor, educational EFL supervisor, in developing Ajloon schools, EFL teachers' leadership abilities from the teachers' perspectives themselves. How can I move the slides, Doctor?
There are 2 arrows below. The right, left, use the arrows to the right and left, down.
Yes, yes. And how can I enlarge it? I'm not sure about.
There are 3 dots on the left, 3 dots on the top of that slide. Can you see the 3 dots?
Yes,
press them full screen and then شاشة كاملة يمكن عندك بالعربي.
Okay, I'm going to start with the abstract. This study looks into the role of the educational EFL supervisor and his role in supporting and developing leadership capabilities among EFL teachers in Ajloon schools. The study is to look at the specific influence of the supervisors on the teacher leadership abilities in an effective way. The study utilized a mixed method approach, that is the qualitative and the quantitative approach, including a questionnaire distributed to 200 EFL teachers in Ajloon schools, and interviews done with 3 EFL supervisors, the head of the department, and the technical administrator, in order to give a qualitative dimension to this study. According to the feedback, the study revealed that constructive feedback and supportive environment done by the supervisors, this can enhance leadership abilities among EFL teachers. The study recommends enhanced training for supervisors in transformational leadership and emotional intelligence, which are well-known leadership theories, in order to foster a positive climate and environment in order to address the challenges such as resource limitations and the need for specialized professional development. Now, let's come to the statement of the problem. The world has changed a lot in all aspects, including the educational setting. Now, when it comes to education, we moved from the traditional way of teaching into different ways in order to keep abreast of the revolution that has taken place recently. So this role or this change has brought about a change in the supervisor's role and as well as the EFL teacher's roles. So here, I think the role of the EFL supervisor in enhancing and developing, let me say, the abilities among the EFL teachers is underdeveloped and is not well understood. That's the gap here. That's why the study has come into light. Here, the roles should be different, and if we come to the skills of the 20th century, there is a lot of focus on communication, creativity, as well as leadership, because leadership is one of the most important pillars in order to execute all of these. The objective of the study, there are 4 objectives. The first one is to determine the specific leadership qualities that the teachers see that are derived and taken from the role of the educational or their educational supervisors. The second objective is to investigate the EFL teachers' opinions of the effectiveness of educational supervisors in the development of leadership in Ajloon schools. The third one is to examine the statistically significant mediation effects of teachers' perception or perspectives of supervisors' role in the relationship between effectiveness of supervisors' strategies and perception of leadership qualities on the development of leadership abilities at the significance level alpha less than 0.05. And the last objective is to explore how EFL teachers in Ajloon schools describe the challenges and opportunities in developing leadership abilities derived from their supervisors. Okay, now these objectives are turned into questions of the study. Here we have again 4 questions. What specific leadership qualities do EFL teachers in Ajloon schools believe are most influenced by their educational supervisors, which matches the title, I think. 2, how do EFL teachers perceive the effectiveness of educational supervisor strategies in leadership development within Ajloon schools? The third one, is there a statistically significant mediation by teachers' perception of supervisors' roles in the relationship between the effectiveness of supervisor strategies and the perception of leadership qualities in the development of leadership abilities at the significance level alpha less than 0 to 0.05? And the last question, how do EFL teachers in Ajloon schools describe the challenges and opportunities concerning their abilities under the supervision of their educational EFL supervisors? Again, here we have 3 hypotheses. The study hypothesized the following. The first hypothesis, there is a statistically significant difference at the significance level alpha less than 0.05 in perception of leadership qualities on development of leadership qualities. The second one, there is a statistically significant difference at the significance level alpha less than 0.05 in effectiveness of supervisors' strategies on development leadership abilities. The third one and the last, there is a statistically mediation at the significance level alpha less than 0.05 by teachers' perception of their supervisors' roles in the relationship of effectiveness of supervision and supervisor qualities. Now, what's the significance of this study? This study has theoretical significance, let me say, points in part in terms of theoretical contribution and practical contribution. In terms of theoretical contribution, this study will be a plus and advantage the world of leadership and the role of supervisors, especially in Ajloon governorate. The second one, this broadens, I think, academic discussion on leadership development and education, focusing on EFL teaching. And this is, I think, a good point to raise that EFL teaching is included here. Concerning the practical contribution, this study provides insights into how supervisors guide and motivate their teachers in developing leadership skills. Another point, it has a look on challenges and opportunities about leadership abilities by EFL teachers. Now we have a lot of assumptions. The first thing concerning teacher perspectives, it is assumed that the perspectives got from the teachers are accurate and that the teachers are honest enough in order to express their opinions freely. The second one, it is assumed that there is a supervisory influence, and this has to be checked in terms of enhancing the leadership abilities among EFL teachers. And concerning the standardized practices, there are well-known practices followed by teachers in Ajloon and other areas in order to reach some generalizations. Concerning the study, the sample taken here is part of a population, and reflects the views of the population as a whole.
Be careful, Zaid. You don't have the pleasure of time. Be careful. Go deep into your research as quick as you can, please.
Okay. And here, concerning the subjectivity, the results will be subjective and reliable and valid as well. Let me go to the most important slides. Okay, here, theoretical framework. 5 theories were used in order to answer the questions of the study. These are transformational leadership theory, situational leadership theory, adult learning theory, mentorship theory, emotional leadership theory. In brief, I think transformational leadership theory focuses on turning and converting followers into leaders. And when it comes to the educational setting, here we focus on teachers as leaders and giving them a hand to reach this one. And situational leadership theory focuses on taking decisions according to the situation itself, the task itself, and the individual. And the adult learning theory talks about that learners are self-directed, and so we should help them in order to learn by themselves. Concerning the mentorship theory, there is focus on career functions and psychological functions. Emotional leadership theory, as the name suggests, it is related to the individual's own feelings and other feelings. Here is the conceptual model of the study. It focuses on 5 components. The main component is the supervisory leadership dynamics, which plays a crucial role in enhancing and developing leadership abilities. And here the inputs, as clear from the model, the inputs are the influential leadership qualities, and the other one is the, let me say, strategies of, it's not clear, strategies of supervisors used by the supervisor. Okay, the literature review is organized into the following categories. We have leadership style education worldwide, leadership style in Jordan, EFL teacher education worldwide, EFL teacher education in Jordan, the impact of supervisor of EFL teacher leadership, the impact of supervision on EFL teacher leadership development in Jordan, and the factors influencing teacher leadership worldwide and in Jordan and in Arab countries. This is what the literature review tackled through the dissertation. I talked about the gap of literature when I talked about the problem statement. Here the case study, Ajloon is the case study. It is a city in northern Jordan that draws much interest in education research. Ajloon schools combine traditional and contemporary academic practices, and if supervisors help shape the curriculum and support teachers in many aspects, such as leadership. Studies show that school leaders in Ajloon collaborate with EFL supervisors on strategies tailored to the region's learners in order to foster the process of education, learning, and teaching. The study uses a cross-sectional design. That means all information is gathered at a time using the quantitative surveys and the qualitative interviews done with the EFL supervisors and the head and administrator, the technical administrator in Ajloon Educational Directorate. Okay, the population and the sample of the study. The study focuses on leadership abilities of EFL teacher in Ajloon schools, with a sample distributed to 200 teachers. Random sampling was used to ensure representation, and here again the interviews are done in order to give in a qualitative dimension to the study. The instrument of the study, there are 2 instruments, as I mentioned, the questionnaire and the interviews. The questionnaire, it is worth saying here that this questionnaire is adapted from Yusuf and Darawish to better suit the study's objectives. Again, a panel of experts gave their opinions about the questionnaire, and some modifications were made according to their...
Zaid, where is your camera, Zaid? Where is your camera? Why did you shut it off?
Yes. No, it is shut alone, Doctor, without my interference. I think...
no, okay. Don't finish. Yeah, let us, before you continue, we have to see you, please.
Yes, okay, Doctor.
Now, don't skip that, please. This is a discussion and we have to see you, okay? Now you are shining. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much. Okay, data collection. The study collected data through Okay. I'll finish, inshallah. Data through a questionnaire and interviews with EFL teachers. The questionnaire took about 15 to 20 minutes to be completed. The interviews lasted from 30 minutes to 35 minutes. A mixed method approach was used, as I said, and the surveys were distributed using the Google Forms. The data analysis, the study used the SMART PLS and the Brown and the Clark's method to analyze quantitative data from questionnaires and interviews, identifying trends and connections between leadership development and EFL teaching. This approach provided a comprehensive understanding of leadership development causes in EFL teachers. There were some ethical considerations like the secretness of information. No one could look at the information collected except the team of researchers. The variables are, here are the variables, the independent variables. It is the role of the EFL supervisor, and the following components go under this variable: influential leadership qualities, effectiveness of supervisory strategies, and supervisory leadership dynamics. The dependent variable is leadership styles, and there is a mediating variable, which is support and guidance by leadership development. The findings now. The questionnaire reveals a diverse population of 200 EFL teachers with a high level of qualification and positive perception of educational supervisors' roles, leadership. The study highlights the importance of supportive and guiding behaviors and the critical impact of effective supervisory strategies on teachers' leadership abilities. Concerning the qualitative findings of the study, the interviews revealed that the challenges and opportunities faced by EFL teachers in developing leadership skills under supervisors' guidance, key themes including professional development workshops, mentorship, and peer observation. Supervisors' roles include structured committees and mentorship programs. Feedback and guidance significantly influence teachers' leadership approaches, promoting cooperative practices and data-driven methods. The study, concerning the discussion, the study highlights the impact of supervisory leadership on EFL teachers' leadership development in Ajloon schools. It supports various leadership theories, including, as we said, the transformational leadership theory, positive emotional intelligence, situational leadership theory. The findings suggest that EFL supervisors should receive training to develop transformational leadership qualities, and emotional intelligence. Now, let's move to, for the sake of time, I'm going to have a look at the conclusion. Here, the flow chart shows that the problem statement, which is the study highlighted by the study of the significant role of the APL supervisor to develop leadership skills among Ajloon teachers. This is examined through questions. These questions try to uncover the role of the APL supervisor, and we had a look at the results previously. And here, concerning my opinion, leadership should be enhanced through professional development, mentorship, supervisory strategies, creativity, let me say, and finally adaptive leadership. That's all. Thank you very much. Thank you for your patience. And I ask my colleagues to make dua for me in order to be able to answer your questions.
Okay. Thank you, Zaid. Thank you very much. The floor is to Asim now, Dr. Asim.
Yes, thank you.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Zahir. And Zaid, thank you very much. I have always liked your approach. And the topic is a challenging topic. Now, tell me, how do supervisors, from your work, how would supervisors develop EFL teachers' leadership? What tools did they use?
Yes, I think, according to my study, supervisors can develop leadership abilities among their teachers, which are strategic. The leadership qualities we are after are the strategic thinking. This means that teachers should be good thinkers, and they should have mental thought about the work they are doing. There should be effective communication, empathy, team management, and the ability to foster a positive educational environment.
But what tools? The tools they use to do that? What kind of tools would they use?
I think they can follow strategies inside their classrooms through, for example, let me say, their way of communication with their students by recognizing their emotions and understanding these emotions can lead to what the needs of these students are. So teachers are going to work hard in order to, let me say, address the challenges that students face.
Okay. I'm trying to follow, what kind of tools, but I'm not putting my hand on tools. Using your questionnaire, your survey. How did you conclude on the kind of tools and that they can use? The other question is, the supervisors themselves, have they been trained on leadership skills?
Yes, concerning the questionnaire, the items focused on some, let me say, concepts concerning leadership, like mentorship, development workshops, structured peer observation, and most importantly, feedback, the sessions they got from their maybe, let me say, teachers, supervisors, and other colleagues at their schools.
Is this part of policy or it's individual? Supervisors.
No,
individually.
It's a part of policy. That's why the role of the supervisor is a mediator or an interface between the field, the schools, and the policy makers in the ministry and the educational directorate.
Yeah. So have you explained the policy in your work? This policy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. What is there in the policy? Does it have a section related to the supervisors themselves, or how the supervisors should develop their skills as well?
Yes.
Talk about that.
Here, according to, let me say, the documents related to the work of the supervisors, supervisors have their own specific roles, and leadership development is one of these. But first of all, the supervisors should be well qualified through underlying to some workshops under the supervision of the Ministry of Education, highly qualified supervisors with good experience.
Give these, it's good, actually. It's good, but is this specifically stated in the policy? Does the policy cover that?
Yes, it is there, and this is one of the directives you gave me when you had a look during, I think, what we call the proposal. You asked me to add this, and I added this.
Good. I just wanted to check, on how deep it is, because it's important to understand or to know about how the supervisors' skills are developed, so that the supervisors
it is standardized.
Skills of the teachers.
Yes, it is standardized, Doctor. Yes.
Okay. Now there is, I don't know how to bring it, if you can bring it in, but there is figure 4 in your dissertation. It says the conceptual model testing. I was hoping you put it in the presentation, but I didn't see it in the presentation.
It is there. This is what Dr. Zahar asked me to do, and I add it in the dissertation.
Where? Okay, show it to me in the dissertation then.
It is Dr. It is, I think, in chapter 2.
No, I know. I want to see it in the dissertation. Is it in the presentation? Sorry, not in the
yes, it is.
Show me.
Here it is, Doctor. Do you mean this?
Figure 4 is different. It's not the same. Figure 4 is not the same. Conceptual model.
This is the conceptual.
It says conceptual model testing.
I don't have this
page 81.
Page 81. I'm opening my dissertation from another laptop, and I can't find that actually. Yes, what about it, Doctor?
No, I just want you to explain it to us. I mean, I like details like this, so I wanted you to explain it to us.
Page 81. Page 81. Page 81.
Okay.
Maybe we can come to this, Doctor.
Yeah, I mean, you have figure 4. You've got another one, also similar, same idea. Yani, I think another one as well. I just wanted you to explain it because it would be nice to go through it and explain how you are using it. There's also figure 3 as well. It says model 1 after items deletion. I don't know what you mean by that, but it's also good to explain it. And that is in page 73.
فوق الصفحة مكتوب. 73 بسرعة.
So page 73 and page 81. No, I can probably, if I share my screen, will be okay. Would that be okay, Prof?
73.
Go ahead, Dr. Asim, go ahead. Take a presenter and share it. Take a presenter, Dr. Asim, and share it.
Yeah. Share your screen. Screen.
أنا بجنبه 70. Yes, Doctor, here it is.
Found it?
73, here it is, yes.
Okay. Okay. Right. But it's good to show it to everybody so that we can explain it. Okay, it's not coming up on my screen. Anyway, you've got it in front of you, page 73, and then after that, page 81. Explain it to us, please. If you can show it, go ahead and show it. Share your screen, if you can.
Yes, Doctor, it's difficult to show.
Okay.
But here, this model talks about the relationship between variables and how they interact. The supervisor's role can be done through guidance and support, through inputs like strategies and let me say qualities, the qualities he has or they have, and this is going to lead to leadership development among the followers. This is what I can understand from this model.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, I think it's not easy to show. Can you go to the very last slide where you show the model in your presentation?
Yes, the last slide.
Oh, I can control as well. I didn't know.
Yeah, I can't control it, Doctor.
Okay, I think I can control.
Control is yours. You have control over it too.
This one, you see this slide? Okay.
Yes, it's clear.
Explain this slide to me. And is it do you go from right to left or from left to right?
No, it's from right to left.
Why? I mean, this is English.
I asked my daughter to prepare it, and she prepared it this way. I did not pay attention, doctor.
I was confused. Say, where to start?
No, it starts from problem statement, then the questions, then the answers. After that, the perspective of the researcher.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell me more about the last part, the enhancing, and how you integrate the leadership with the problem.
Yes, here I wrote something about to enhance leadership abilities among teachers. The researcher emphasized on the importance of tailored professional development. And here when we say adaptive leadership, this means it is tailored according to the situation and the individual and the task itself here. So this is one of the most crucial points that supervisors should focus on, that teachers, maybe the needs of teachers are different, they are not the same. That's why here leadership should be enhanced and should be adaptive. This is one thing. Another thing, the strategies that can be followed by either the supervisors, both of them, the supervisor and the teacher, should be fostering creativity, communication, and a supportive learning environment.
What about emotional intelligence? Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, it is very important. Adults, not learners, everyone